Exodus chapter 37. The Ark. Bezalel made the ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits long, 1.5 cubits wide, and 1.5 cubits high. The inside and outside were plated with gold, and a molding of gold was put around it. 4 gold rings were cast for its 4 supports, 2 rings on one side and 2 on the opposite side. Poles of acacia wood were made and plated with gold. These poles were put through the rings on the sides of the ark, for carrying it. The cover was made of pure gold, 2.5 cubits long and 1.5 cubits wide. 2 cherubim of beaten gold were made for the 2 ends of the cover. 1 cherub was at one end, the other at the other end, made of one piece with the cover, at each end. The cherubim had their wings spread out above, sheltering the cover. They faced each other, with their faces looking toward the cover. The table. The table was made of acacia wood, 2 cubits long, a cubit wide, and a cubit and a half high. It was plated with pure gold, and a molding of gold was put around it. A frame a handbreadth high was also put around it, with a molding of gold around the frame. 4 rings of gold were cast for it and fastened at the 4 corners, 1 at each leg. The rings were alongside the frame as holders for the poles to carry the table. These poles for carrying the table were made of acacia wood and plated with gold. The vessels that were set on the table, its plates and cups, as well as its pitchers and bowls for pouring libations, were made of pure gold. The menorah. The menorah was made of pure beaten gold. Its shaft and branches with its cups, and knobs and petals springing directly from it. 6 branches extended from its sides, 3 branches on one side and 3 on the other. On one branch there were 3 cups, shaped like almond blossoms, each with its knob and petals. On the opposite branch there were 3 cups, shaped like almond blossoms, each with its knob and petals. And so for the 6 branches that extended from the menorah. On the menorah there were 4 cups, shaped like almond blossoms, with their knobs and petals. The 6 branches that went out from the menorah had a knob under each pair. The knobs and branches so sprang from it, that the whole formed but a single piece of pure beaten gold. Its 7 lamps, as well as its trimming shears and trays, were made of pure gold. A talent of pure gold was used for the menorah and its various utensils. The altar of incense. The altar of incense was made of acacia wood, on a square, a cubit long, a cubit wide, and 2 cubits high, having horns that sprang directly from it. Its grate on top, its walls on all 4 sides, and its horns were plated with pure gold, and a gold molding was put around it. Underneath the molding gold rings were placed, 2 on one side and 2 on the opposite side, as holders for the poles used in carrying it. The poles, too, were made of acacia wood and plated with gold. The sacred anointing oil and the fragrant incense were prepared in their pure form by a perfumer,